Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is November 23rd, 2020. Today we're going to speak about 21 Savage's brother, a man named TM1Way, who is a London rapper. Supposedly he was stabbed to death yesterday on the 22nd of November. And I'm going to show you guys the ritual behind his killing. And we're also going to talk about an album that was released on October 2nd titled Savage Mode. And we're going to show how, the death of 21 Savage's brother has everything to do with the release of this album. So, just going to wait for a few more people to join us before we get started. Thank you to the people who are already here. I appreciate that. Now, I'm going to think about taking some calls after the presentation is over. So that way, if I missed anything, I would like for you guys to call up and discuss it. Because every time I put out one of these videos, a lot of new people come across these videos and then automatically they dismiss it as conspiracy theory. And for those of you that are here for the first time, new to these ideas, before you start brushing it off, I recommend that you watch a couple of more videos and really become enlightened with the practice of gematria. It's a very easy code to understand. I don't understand why this stuff goes over people's heads. This stuff is really easy. It's the alphabetic order, forwards and backwards. That's it. And date numerology and date spans. That's all it is. It's not science. It's not rocket science. It's not algebra. It's simple math. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 2. 2 plus 2 equals 4. It's that simple. But a lot of you come across these videos and just, I don't know, just leave some unbelievable comments that I think I just wonder if you can't count 1 plus 1, then I can imagine how you make it day by day. It's really amazing. But what I'm gonna show you guys is that this is another ritual sacrifice. It happens all the time in the music industry. We always talk about these same numbers, and I'm gonna talk about a pair of numbers today that I think I've spoken about over 300 times in my channel. The number 74 and the number 38. Two numbers that always show up when it comes to rappers and ritual sacrifice involving rappers, family members, etc. In this case, it's the family member of a famous rapper. Both of them are rappers, but I guess 21 Savage is the more famous one. But the man that died yesterday is a man named Terrell Davis. He was 27 years old. And he's a London rapper. 21 Savage is originally from London, and then he moved here to the United States, to Atlanta, Georgia, at the age of 7. He's been living there for about 21 years, coincidentally, right? That guy's name is 21 Savage. But it says here in the reporting that 21 Savage's brother was killed in London. Terrell Davis, a 27-year-old drill rapper known as TM1Way, was stabbed to death following an argument with a friend. I don't know how much of a friend that is, but in the South London neighborhood of Brixton on Sunday night, November 22nd, according to the Daily Mail. Savage confirmed the tragic news on Instagram, sharing a heartfelt tribute to his little brother. Can't believe somebody took you, baby bro. I know I took my anger out on you. I wish I could take that shit back. He wrote alongside a childhood photo of him and Terrell. Terrell and Savage's sister, Kyra Davis, was also heartbroken over the loss. I don't even know what to say. My heart is in pieces. I love you more than words can say. Rest in perfect peace, Terrell, she wrote. And then, there's more stuff explaining what really happened that day. But you guys can visit my blog and read the rest of this. I mean, all of the stuff that these people report is all a lie. Because once you understand the language that I'm about to explain, you're going to be like, okay, this is another ritual, another sacrifice. So like I said, so this man was also a rapper. He's from London. I guess he lived in London as well. Never came. I don't know if he ever made it here to the United States, but he's not that popular. The popular rapper here is 21 Savage, and that's who the sacrifice is for. Now, this rapper, this man named Terrell Davis, he was also a rapper, right? He went by TM1Way, and just notice his name in Gematria: 83, 20, 54, and 27. Very popular numbers, right? The word murder sums to 83. The word death sums to 20. And his stage name also sums to 27. And if you read the reporting, it said that he was 27 years old. The word ritual in Gematria sums to 27. Very, very popular number 27. It's used a lot in baseball as well. Think about how this 27 outs, MLB equals 27. 13 plus 12 plus 1, 27, right? But yeah, so that number always shows up, the word ritual, 27, right? But his name also sums to 83, a number that we talk about a lot because Murder is 83. The song Murder by Numbers came out in 1983. There's also a song by the rapper William W. Melly. He put out a song titled Murder on My Mind. It came out on August 3rd, 83. But the day that this rapper died, it was a day with 73 numerology. It happened yesterday on the 22nd. 11 plus 22 is 33. 33 plus 20 is 53 plus another 20 is 73. So he died on the day with 73 numerology. Sacrifice is 73. But the news is being reported today on the 23rd. And this is a special date because today is a day with 38 numerology, and it's also a date leaving 38 days left in the year. And if you watch any other videos that I've made in the past, I think 38 is the number that I speak about the most. I'm actually putting out a book that's 38 chapters, which I'm going to release on February 7th, the 38th day of the year. Because in that book, I've been overwhelmed with how many stories that I've covered this year involving the number 38. And just notice, 21 Savage, his brother's name, sums to 38. This is the rapper's brother, 21 Savage. His stage name sums to 38. So, he has some faithful numbers in his name. So, you'll probably hear about 20 Savage dying soon. Because a lot of people with the 38 connection have died this year, like Pop Smoke, King Von. I'm going to just show you guys so you guys don't have to take my word for it. Pop Smoke died on the 19th of February. His name sums to 38. His stage name. Another rapper from Chicago died this year, King Von. Another 38 connection. There was also another rapper named MO3. And even though MO3's name doesn't sum to 38, he died 38 weeks after Pop Smoke. On the nose, 38 weeks. And we can actually do the measuring now so you guys don't think I'm making this up, right? So Pop Smoke died supposedly February 19th. And we can look up MO3's date of death. So MO3, he died on November 11th, 11/11. And just notice, he died exactly 38 weeks after Pop Smoke. I mean, this number, it gets used a lot, right? There was another rapper that died this year. His name was King Face. King Face equals 38. And if you Google King Face, I want you guys to notice how old he was when he died. MAGA influencer King Face passes away at the age of 38. He was 38 years old when he died. Another ritual sacrifice. I covered his death. But yeah. So his name sums to 38. He dies at the age of 38. So many people died in connection to that number this year, right? But notice rappers 38's death, killing, RIP, and murder. 38. Now, two numbers that they like to use together is the number 74 and the number 38. And today's a special day because today's a day with both numerology, 74 and 38. And there's also 38 days left in the year. So today's a perfect day for a rapper to be in the headlines. And just notice the 54. Remember, The guy's name sums to 54 as well, right? He died on the day with 54 numerology at the age of 27. Death and murder. Same thing all the time. But 74, another number that we talk about a lot. You know, this rapper supposedly got stabbing sums to 74, right? Today's a day with 74 numerology. That's why we're hearing about his death today, right? Notice the 52. We're going to talk about the number 52 in a second. It has a lot to do with that album that came out, Savage Mode. But this happened in London, which also sums to 74, right? Notice the 88 rappers also 74 and 88. There's also 38 and 34. Today has 34 numerology as well, right? 11, 23, 34 day numerology. But 74 is a number that we talk about a lot as well. Gematria sums to 74 and 38. English sums to 74 and 38. Rappers 74 and 38. Killing is 74 and 38. Even Lucifer is 74 and 38. Which I think is the person that these people are paying tribute to with these rituals, right? Satan himself. But yeah, so Jesus is 74, Jesus Christ is 74. The word cross, parable is Jewish. Gematria is a Jewish practice. Masonic is 74. Messiah is 74. Jesus was known as the Messiah. You know, this code is very much a biblical code. A lot of the stuff that they put in the Bible, they're living out in real life. And a lot of people, that's why a lot of times this stuff goes it goes over people's heads, because a lot of you are not aware of anything that's in the Bible. You guys have never probably even read the Bible. That's why when I mentioned the number 70, or for example, if I mention the number 33, a lot of you don't even know what that number means. That number is very much biblical. Jesus Christ was crucified at the age of 33. And just let me show you how many days it's been since 21 Savage's birthday. 21 Savage, let's look it up. I think he was born October 22nd, if I'm not mistaken. October 22nd, right? So look, from October 22nd to today, I want you guys to know how many days it's been. Today's the 33rd day of his age. You know, all these numbers, they mean something. And those of you that are not aware of the Bible, this stuff is going to go over your head. And you're going to call this a conspiracy because you guys don't have anything in your mind. All you guys have is the music that these people produce. But, you know, that's the distraction. You know, these people, there's a reason these people are put in power, put in place, in position. It's to serve a purpose. To carry out an agenda, you know. All this music that they put out, most of it is negative. And a lot of you who listen to this music, embrace it and start carrying out the things that these rappers are talking about. Like, for example, if 21 Savage is talking about tattooing a cross in the middle of your forehead, look how many kids now have tattoos in their face. Where do you think that stuff is coming from? It's coming from these rappers, because that's who you guys look up to. And that's their purpose is to carry out these agendas, right? Get people to get tattoos, dreadlocks, you know, talk about killing each other, you know, stabbing each other over an argument. You know, you read the report that says that a friend stabbed him. I mean, is that a friend? What kind of friend is that? A friend that will stab you to death. But of course, all that stuff is a lie. The reason they put that in the reporting is because they want to promote that. They want to promote that if you're having an argument with your friend that, you know, just stab him. Don't argue with your friend, just stab him. This is what they're promoting. They're not promoting the truth. This stuff is really sick, you know, at the end of the day. You guys got to stop trolling this information. This information is very, very important. Because it's impacting you in a way that you don't even imagine. A lot of you think, oh, I don't know Terrell Davis. What does this have to do with me? It does have to do with you. Because 21 Savage, he's a rapper, a very popular rapper that a lot of children listen to. And the stuff that he's saying in his music is not positive. A lot of the stuff that he's saying in his music is very satanic. And the kids that's listening to his music today, by the way, this is not 21 Savage, this is his brother. But a lot of the things that they're saying in their music today, a lot of these kids are embracing it. So a kid might watch you walk down the street, you could be minding your business, And a kid might be in his headphones, and the guy might be telling him to rob anybody you see, rob anybody you see, and then that person may come up to you and rob you. But you don't understand why that person robbed you. That person probably robbed you because he was listening to that music. As stupid as that sounds, you don't even imagine how many times that happened. Rappers have a lot of influence on young people. A lot. When I was growing up, nobody had a tattoo on their face. That was a no-no. You know, I've seen the tattoos in the arm, in the chest, yes. But a tattoo on your face, that was very rare when I was growing up. I don't know anybody with a tattoo on their face. Now, that's like the thing, to put a tattoo on your face. And just go look at 21 Savage. He has a tattoo on his face. He has a lot of tattoos on his face. Lil Wayne. And all these other rappers coming up. These rappers have a lot of influence. And that's their purpose. To carry out this biblical prophecy that the white man, or I don't want to say the white man, but the people that carry out this code worship, I guess. But this album, I'm gonna talk about this album real quick. There's a lot of symbolism in this album. You guys see this guy here? This guy, he's another, I guess he's a producer. This is 21 Savage on the left. For those of you that are not familiar with the rapper 21 Savage. But notice he has two dice. You know, there's a lot of things that are like mind-boggling about this cover of this album. We spoke about the number 52, right? What was it? The 52. What did it? Okay, so what was it? I forgot what I was saying with the number 52, but you see the dice. Now this is a little bit abstract, but I don't think this is a coincidence because the name of this album, I guess mixtape, is called Savage Mode and it sums to 52. And from the release of this album, came out on October 2nd, to the day that Terrell Davis passed away is a span of 52 days. Gematria in Kabbalah sums to 52. You can also say it's 51 days and conspiracy equals 51. But just notice how the dice in this album is on the 5 and 2, right? You can also say it's on the 5 and 4, like how TM1Way sums to 54. I don't know. That might be abstract, but I don't think so. Because, I mean, like, well, what's the purpose of these dices just being on the cover of this album, right? Then in the middle of the cover, you see a big knife. And then his brother gets stabbed to death, right? The guy has a knife. You know, 21 Savage, you know, they asked him, what does he have in his forehead? I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. Somebody, I forgot who was it that asked him this question. He asked him, you know, what is that in the middle of your forehead? Is that a cross or is it a knife? And the rappers responded by saying that it's a knife. A knife. So just think about the rapper having a knife on his forehead and then his brother being stabbed. Like the irony in that is just amazing by itself, right? You got a knife tattoo and your brother gets stabbed to death. And in this album that you put out 52 days ago, you have a big knife in the middle of the album. But this person here, Metro Boomin, I guess he's the person that produced the album Savage Mode. And notice he's also 27. But he was born September 16th. And from his birthday to the death of Terrell Davis is a span of 67 days. Blood sacrifice sums to 67. Just like human sacrifice. And that's what Terrell Davis is, a blood sacrifice in connection to this album. Right? He died 67 days after Metro Boomin's birthday. And the news is coming in on the 33rd day of 21 Savage's age. Now, notice what Metro Boomin is holding in his hand. He's holding the pyramid with the all-seeing eye in the middle. You guys should all know what that means. But I'm going back to the name of the album, Savage Mode. Notice it sums to 38. That's another 38, right? The name of the album is 38. And then we're getting the news of this man's death on the day leaving 38 days left in the year. Um, Movie cover, Murder by Numbers. Gotta bring this up because, I mean, this is a classic example. Look at the cover of this movie. Murder by Numbers. That's what these people are being. They are being murdered by numbers. It's conspiracy. Call it whatever you want. Call it a conspiracy theory. Call it bullshit. I don't know. Call it whatever you like. But they're putting it in the movies. They're putting it in the music. They're putting it right in front of you. I mean, you think this is a coincidence that the only two letters they change into numbers is the E in murder and the B in numbers, 3 and 8, and the word murder equals 38? How can that be a coincidence? You guys also think it's a coincidence that the song Murder by Numbers came out in 1983 and murder equals 83? Or maybe it's a coincidence that we can actually look this song up. YMW Melly. Murder on my mind. Mind on my murder, I guess. But this song here, Murder on My Mind, I can't play the song, but I can show you the day that they uploaded this song. Look at the date. It came out on August 3rd. 8-3. A day that's also written 3-8. Like 38 and 83. Murder on his mind. And this song has everything to do with the two people that he supposedly killed. If you guys know about YMW Melly, supposedly he's in jail for killing his two best friends. And it had everything to do with this single. If I'm not mistaken, I think his friend was killed 84 days after this song came out. And YMW stands for Young Nigga World, and Young Nigga World sums at 84. Just make sure I don't want to say something that's not true. But whatever the Young Nigga World sums to, that's how many days after the song came out his friends died. So it does equal 84. So the name of his crew sums to 84, and then he kills his crew members 84 days after the release of Murder on My Mind. This stuff is just too repetitive. I don't understand how this stuff goes over people's heads. Just do the research yourself for those of you that are still in doubt. But so back to this album cover. So Metro Boomin, the guy died 67 days after his birthday. The blood sacrifice number, these dices, very suspicious numbers, right? 5 and 2 or 5 and 4, whatever you guys can make that out on your own, But TM1Way, his name sums to 54, and he dies 52 days after Savage Mode, and Savage Mode is 52, and it came out 50 on a David 52 numerology as well. And then a big knife in the middle of the poster here. And then the rapper Terrell Davis gets stabbed to death by a friend. Or should I say a family member. So, and then he dies on a day with 73 numerology, the sacrifice number. But what I want you guys to understand is that, these numbers, they come up all the time. 74 and 38. I also wrote that Tupac sums to 74. And Tupac died on 9/13/96. Just notice it was the day with 38 numerology. So Tupac is 74. He dies on a day with 38 numerology. He also died on the 257th day of the year. And blood sacrifice is 257. This stuff is too repetitive. Another one is Biggie Smalls, right? I think Biggie sums to 74, and he died on the day with 38 numerology. The name of this code that I'm speaking about is called Simple English Gematria. The word simple is 74. English is 74, and then Gematria is 74. Simple English Gematria. All three of those words separately equal 74. Very common number, 74. And then, of course, today on the day leaving, 38 days left of the year, day was 74 numerology. We get the news of this rapper being stabbing 74. So shame on those of you that love to troll this information. This stuff is really useful for the reason that I said. A lot of you don't think that you're connected to these rappers, but you are connected to them because I guarantee you probably have young people in your family that listen to these rappers, that are influenced by these rappers. If you are a parent out there, if your kid tells you, "Mom, I want to get a tattoo. I want to get an earring. I want to get my ears pierced," why is your child inspired by a tattoo? Where is he getting that inspiration from? It's from pop culture. These are the people that shape the world. But they are puppets on strings. There's people behind these people controlling what these people do and what they put out on a daily basis. So I guess we can end it there. Rest in peace of Terrell Davis, another ritual sacrifice. So I guess I can leave the number on the screen if you guys want to call up. The number is 646-986-0958. If anybody wants to call up and add anything that I missed, just give us a call. But if not, then I can probably end the video there. I guess we covered most of the key points. I don't like making these videos too long because a lot of people see these videos for an hour and they get they get discouraged in watching it. But and the knife has R.I.P. Johnny, R.I.P. somebody else, Larry, Slaughter Gang. And I guess the diamonds is like, okay, so you do a ritual sacrifice and then you get some money out of it, right? You got the mansion in the background, the Lamborghini cars. Hello?
Hey, how you doing, man? This is Colin. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Thanks for the call. What's going on?
Not much, man. I just saw the video with 21 Savage about his murder, his death, and don't forget this 38. This is 38 days up to the year, right?
There's 38 days left in the year, and today's also a day with 38 numerology, yes.
Okay, my bad. I know there's probably be some rapper news on the 35th day at the end of the year too. So
Yeah, the
rapper
word rap
35.
rap is 35, yep.
Right. I mean, it's crazy, man. Just like how do they sleep at night? Like,
Well, if you have a $10 million home with a bunch of nice cars and a bunch of diamonds, and that's what you worship, then you're gonna sleep really good at night. You know?
yeah. It's like that's not even worth it, man. I can't do it, man. It's just like wow. It's
Well, a
phenomenal.
lot of people do a lot of nasty things for money, though, man. Think about how many people, and just in normal life, how many people get fake surgeries, just to get a larger amount in a lawsuit. Like, think
Right.
about getting a fake surgery on your body, like something that you don't need, but you do it because you know that your lawsuit you might get more money. A lot
Right.
of people do that.
Yeah.
So imagine what they'll do for 10, 20, 30, $40 million.
Right. Just to say some words on a song that don't make any sense.
Yeah, say a bunch of words and just line up your brother in a way that he doesn't even see it coming.
Yeah, it's sad, man. It's sad. It's crazy. Like I know something like this. Like for some reason, like 21 Savage. Don't forget. Um, he's on this commercial. He got a commercial out where he's networking with this like Shine or something like that. Like um some bank or something like that. He's networking with. He's talking about giving kids education. He has like this little commercial out. I don't know if you're aware of that.
No, I'm not. But,
Yeah, it's about talking about he's connecting with some money network program where he's like giving out free scholarships, stuff like that. I know if that would help anything, but I thought it was kind of weird all that he's doing this now that his brother died. So I'm pretty sure he'll make some more money off of that too. So
yeah, that's all it's about. You know,
yeah, it's crazy.
a lot
It's
of
crazy.
rappers die, and the next thing you know, their music is number one. Like Like Pop Smoke, a lot of people never heard of Pop Smoke, but then the day that he died,
Yeah.
everybody was streaming his music.
Exactly. I listen to some, I kind of went back and listen to music. I mean, he didn't make too bad of music and everything, but I mean, it wasn't somehow listen to, like, I listened to a few songs. So I'm like, dang, it wasn't really that bad, but it's just like, it's just crazy how, like, nobody knows him, then they died, and now and his music all on the radio now.
Yeah, I bet.
It is, man. It is. That's just a song with 50 Cent where I do believe that 50 Cent is a father of Pop Smoke. They look just alike.
Yeah, Pop Smoke died on the 50th day of the year, on the 229th day of 50 Cent's age. 229, the 50th prime number. Bashar Jackson, 229. Yeah, the numbers definitely line up with Pop Smoke and 50 Cent, though.
Yeah, that's his daddy. They look just like when I first saw Pop Smoke picture. I'm like, man, they look just alike, and it's just they got his name Pop Smoke, and his album, his last album before he died or faked his death, it was called "Shoot for the Stars and Aim at the Moon," which didn't make no sense. I'm like, what?
Yeah, his album came out 229 days after his birthday.
Oh my gosh, man, it's just it's a sick, but. Yeah, that's all I had to say, man. Appreciate for the work you do again and everything. And got your sports picks and everything. Did you have any? You had any picks last week, didn't you?
I have picks every day. Well, as long as it's sports. I mean, right now we only doing the NFL and the college, so.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Nah, I was calling that Cowboys game. I saw the Cowboys going win the game that against Minnesota. Like, they gonna come back and win the game. I saw that 37 and everything.
Oh, yeah. 30. They became 3-7 on day with 37 numerology. And speaking of 83, right? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are playing today versus the Los Angeles Rams, which equals 83. Tom Brady born on 83. Football is 83. They can become 8-3 versus the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
Yeah, that's an easy one, but you're not really gonna make a lot of money on that game because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are the favorites. So.
Right, I got you. I'm not a big bettor, but when I do. But yeah.
All right, man. I appreciate the call, though, brother.
You're welcome. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, so if anybody else wants to call up, the number is 646-986-0958. Somebody said the word knife is 27. He dead at 27 from being stabbed by a knife, huh? Hello?
Hey, Simple True, how you doing?
What's going on?
Hey, man, I just wanted to see if you could look into this rapper. His name is NBA YoungBoy.
Yeah, the guy that calls himself 38 Baby. Yeah.
Yeah, 38 Baby.
Yeah, look into him. What happened to him?
I think someone around him died today.
Oh, really? Let's see. Oh my God! NBA YoungBoy's brother Big B shot. Fan thinks it's a King Von link. Yeah, it's probably the link is probably the number 38. Oh my God! I appreciate that, man. I'll probably upload a blog post about it.
Yeah, but I just wanted to ask you: do you listen to any of these people?
No, I don't even watch sports really. I used to watch sports, but I don't watch it anymore. I mean. When I do watch it, it's just to see the ritual. If the ritual comes through as I predicted, but it's hard for me to watch frauds. You know, it's like because I know they lying now. Like it's like
okay.
It's like think about it. Like I was watching. I'll be honest. I was watching the Young Jeezy versus Gucci Mane versus battle.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea about Pookie Loc. I was just listening to him because those are two rappers. When I did listen to the music, those rappers I used to listen to. But then I looked into the Pookie Loc situation, and that was a ritual in itself. So then I noticed how they never really had beef. All that stuff was just a gimmick to promote their careers.
Man, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, Pookie Loc died 142 days after Young Jeezy's birthday, and Pookie Loc equals 142.
And I've been thinking about subscribing to your Patreon. How would I do that?
So under the video, I'll leave a link in the comment section.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, all you have to do is just follow the instructions in the link.
And let's say like I did subscribe to it. How would I bet on the games and stuff like that?
You will have to, I guess, download Bovada or Five Dimes, and yeah, once you download those applications, you can bet on the sports games on there.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate your channel and everything.
Hey, no problem, man. Thanks for the announcement on Big B. I'm gonna look into it.
Yeah, cause you know I'm young and everyone around me listens to this type of music and stuff.
Well, I don't think there's any problem with you listening to it, but a lot of people who listen to it get inspired by it. I think that's where the problem is, right? Because think about it, a lot of young people now have tattoos on their face. I remember when Tupac was around, everybody had a tattoo above their belly button. That was like the new thing, and all that stuff people get inspired by that by these rappers.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I'm not too. I don't know. I don't care about tattoos, but I just don't feel like people should be tattooing their bodies. I don't agree with that. I feel like that's
like people
satanic.
worship the wrong people.
Yeah. Well, that's because when you turn on the TV, that's the only people you see.
Yeah.
And every single channel you watching, either you watching an athlete performing in rig sports or a rapper talking about shootings and drug dealing, or movies. Just think about movies. Scarface. I mean, come on, Scarface. How many people started selling drugs because of Scarface?
I know that's crazy. Hey, and I had a question about sports. It's like, is everyone in on the rigging? Or
Everybody, every player, every referee, every coach, everybody knows the script.
Dang, nobody say nothing.
Well, if you say something, and think about it, right? So there's 10 people that know, right? One person says something, the other 9 are not gonna go with it, right? So I forgot his name, but he started talking about gematria and all this stuff, but everybody just called him crazy, and that's all it takes, right? So it doesn't matter that he played for the Chiefs. I think Larry Johnson is his name, right? Larry Johnson started tweeting. He started tweeting about gematria and how everything is rigged, but nobody pays no mind to him. All the other people have to do is just call him crazy.
Damn, so even the best players know about it?
Absolutely. You think LeBron James doesn't know about?
Oh yeah, I know LeBron.
Yeah. Kobe Bryant. You think Kobe Bryant don't know?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It kind of sucks like when you was little that you would look up to these people.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I used to look up to the LeBrons, the Kobe's, but then I said, nah, these people, they're using technology. There's no way these people are just that good. It's like okay, so think about Steph Curry. He comes out of the tunnel, he throws the ball up on one try, and he makes it every time. That's not even possible.
Yeah, I used to like Kobe a lot too.
Yeah, these people, that's how they are. I used to like Will Smith, Martin Lawrence. I used to watch their shows, but then I learned how the number 42 is a number that's stamped on black people. And then Martin Lawrence, he opens up the door every single episode, and there's a big 42 on the door. So I'm like, oh, these people know, and then they okay with being mocked. It's like these people are no good. Like I can't worship somebody like that.
Yeah. And I have a question. What you think about Black Lives Matter and all that?
Well, Black Lives Matter is a deception.
It's a deception?
Absolutely. I mean, what is that about? What is Black Lives Matter about?
I mean...
George Floyd? You mean George Floyd, Black Lives Matter? George Floyd faked his death. So if he faked his death, then the whole thing is a deception.
Yeah, but if you...
The support. Okay, let me ask you something. You think Black Lives Matter when LeBron James is getting on the court every day and fooling you and lying to you and making it seem like he's this unbelievable player? You think his lives matter?
Nah.
His lives don't matter, but he's black. So I don't understand what that means. There's a lot of people who are black that don't matter.
Yeah, that's true.
So, people can take that however they like. There's a lot of people who are white that don't matter. If you are a person that likes to deceive others, then you don't matter. So it's not about Black Lives Matter. Is decent people matter. If you're a decent person, then you matter. It's not about your color, you know.
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter is a deception because they want you to focus on the color of the person and not what they are about. You get what I'm
But
saying?
this whole world is a stage.
Yeah, it's a stage. Because, like, okay, Black Lives Matter. Why black? Because they want you to look at a person and look at their color first. They don't care about what the person does or who he is as a person. Michael Jordan doesn't matter to me. 21 Savage doesn't matter to me. You know? These people are black, but they don't matter to me.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So yeah, so that's all I have to say about that. But you know, everybody has an opinion, so I don't know. You know, they love to watch the mainstream, and whatever the mainstream puts out there is what they worship. So,
All right, man. I appreciate the call and everything. Keep doing your work.
all right, man, have a good one. Thanks for the call. Does matter? I mean, I don't like looking at color. You know, if you're a decent person, then you matter. That's all that really matters to me. If you're lying to me every single day, then you don't matter. Yes, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing, man? This is Nate from Dallas.
What's going on, Nate?
What's going on, bro? Damn, man, this shit's wild, bro. It's like I actually I met a dude off of Instagram. He was over here talking about Kobe and everything, and I was like, damn, man, like shit didn't feel real to me at one point, like in the beginning of the year of 2020. Like it like shit wasn't sitting right in my
You
stomach.
talking about the Kobe Bryant death? It didn't feel real to you?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Well,
about.
it's because it wasn't real. It was all a deception.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like I remember I seen him on the comments, and he was talking about gematria and all this crap, and I was like, "What the hell?"
Well,
is
it's not
this?
crap. It's not crap.
Oh, gematria, my fault.
Yeah.
My fault. Gematria, and he was telling me about all this, and I was like, "Damn." I was like, so he pretty much puts me on, and then he shows me your videos, and I was like, "Damn, like this is crazy." It's like, how like all of this is like staged and you know, and I was like, damn. But anyways, it's like how did this all like happen? Like, who thought of this? And like, I'm still new to this right now, so it's like I'm not really educated right now.
Well, for the most part, it looks like it's the Catholic Church is who's behind it. You know, the Jesuits, the Society of Jesus, even the Masons. They also play a big part of it. You know, they have this code that they believe in. You know, that they believe that words and numbers have some type of power, and you know, we don't know everything about it, but you know, they do everything systematically, everything.
Yeah.
From the naming of the rappers, from the day that they are born to the location, it's really remarkable how they do it, but it's done, and stuff is very, very repetitive.
So do you, if you don't mind me asking, do you believe in Jesus and God?
I believe in God. Do I believe in Jesus? I don't know, cause believing is something that you know. If you believe, you don't know. You know.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't like to believe because then that means that I'm some type of like I'm just superstitious, you know. Because if you're believing, you don't. I like knowing. You know,
Yeah.
like this code, it helps me know that this is what's going on because it's too repetitive. It happens every single time, every single day, multiple times a day. Like they use this code. This is why I don't understand how people don't catch on because this code not only is it used every day, but they use it multiple times a day.
Yeah.
So it has to be this has to be important to them for some reason.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's why I like to, you know instead of believing. Because I don't believe, like, you want me to know, I don't know, do you know if Jesus was real? Or do you believe he was real?
Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, see? So that's where I stand. I don't know.
But I believe that there's a God, and you know, like
Well,
I
yeah,
believe that.
you're believing again. That's what I'm saying. I like to know.
Well,
I know that these people are being
well,
sacrificed. Because, I mean, what does it matter if God is real or not? There's still a lot of evil going on.
Yeah, you're right. It's because I just like to inform people. I just try to help people out. My best ability.
What if? All right, let me ask you something. What if God is really the devil, and that's why all this stuff is going on every day?
So I believe that there's a devil, and I believe that there's a God. I feel like
Okay,
this is
so
what I
okay, let
believe.
me ask you something. Let's stop right there. So if you believe that there's a devil and then there's a God, I guess the God is the positive one, because the devil could be a
Yeah,
God himself, right? So you
yeah,
believe that there's a
yeah.
good and a bad.
Obviously, yeah.
Okay, so how come all of this stuff that's going on every single day, the good God is allowing it to happen? Like all this coronavirus deception, all these Black Lives Matter deceptions, all these ritual sacrifices. How come the good God is not stepping in and saying, you know what? Let's put an end to this. All these weather warfares, all these people going to war and losing their life. How come God is
Honestly,
not saying, you know what? Let's put an end to
hon-
this?
honestly, I believe that I believe that he tests us to see what we will do. You know, like
Well,
I feel,
what is it that we're gonna do?
to see like basically, I just feel like I don't know, like I just feel like he's gonna see our intentions. Like
I mean, how long are we
what
gonna?
our
So
intentions.
okay, let me ask you something. How is he seeing that? Because how long has this stuff been going on? This stuff has been going on for a very long time.
Yeah,
So how long is it he's gonna sit back and see?
honestly, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. You see, we don't know. Again, we going back to I don't know. That's why it's like, okay, do I believe there's a God? I mean, I think that we came from somewhere. So it's not like we didn't make ourselves. So obviously somebody created us, right? Somebody created the trees, the animals, the people. So something's behind that creation. Yes, I think
Yeah, yeah,
you don't need to know. You don't need to see a person do it to know that that's happened.
yeah,
Now, do I know if it's a good God or a bad God? I don't know, because there's a lot of evil going on every single day, and there's no stopping it.
yeah, yeah. You're right. I mean, from what it says in the Bible, that there's gonna be an antichrist, and basically people are gonna be believing that that's Jesus, and that Jesus is gonna come to save us, and basically it's gonna be bad.
Okay,
Like
how
he's
long?
not.
How long are we gonna sit back and wait for
Bro,
Jesus?
all right. So from what it's looking like, I don't know. It could be now, probably next year. I honestly don't know. But honestly, I feel like it's
Okay,
about
let
to
me
be.
ask you something, right? How
All
many
right.
how many of your grandparents have died? You think and how many of them have waited for Jesus, right? How many people in your family have died waiting for Jesus to come back?
Well,
Because my
I
grandmother died and she was waiting for Jesus, and he never came for her. And her
my
mother died. Her mother died waiting for Jesus. So
my
who's Jesus?
grandpa.
When is Jesus gonna come? When all of us are dead? I mean, we're about to get vaccinated in a few months.
I mean, I'm not, but
Over a million people died from coronavirus allegedly. How many of the
yeah.
how many of those millions were waiting for Jesus to come back? How many times?
Well,
I mean, like, how long are we gonna wait for Jesus to come back?
that's whenever Jesus takes us.
Oh, so you're gonna
That's.
wait till you die? I don't want to wait till I die for Jesus to come back. So,
I mean, our time is gonna come regardless. It's gonna
well,
happen.
well, that's why our time is to do something now while we are alive, so that way our children they don't have to live in the conditions that we lived. If we don't do
Yeah.
nothing now, our children are gonna suffer the same thing that we're suffering. Our children's children are gonna get vaccinated. Their children are gonna get vaccinated, and they're gonna get sick and put on ventilators and told not to come outside because the coronavirus comes out after 8 o'clock. There's a
Yeah.
boogeyman
And
out
it's
there
like
called
like
there's a
kids.
boogeyman out there called coronavirus, and he
Yeah, and
only
you know
he
what's
only
crazy
comes out
too?
at 8 o'clock, from
It's
eight to
crazy
five
too
in the
because
morning.
it's like they set that shit up just like in that one movie. Have you what's that movie called? I think it was called The Bird Box. I think it was. It's like where you couldn't come at nighttime. It was crazy. You had to keep on a blindfold. I don't know if you ever seen that movie. Have you?
No, I haven't seen the movie, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah,
if
basically
we
what it's
don't
talking
if
about
we
is
don't
like,
do something now, it's gonna this is gonna continue to happen. So I don't want to wait for Jesus to. I think we need to wait. We need to do something about it. Let's leave Jesus alone. Let's leave God alone. They're probably busy doing something else. We need to do something about it. Me and you and everybody that's watching this video. You know, why Jesus? Does Jesus have guns that we don't have access to? Does he have things that we don't have access to? Why is Jesus so special? What is Jesus gonna do? He's gonna have a hurricane and all the evil people gonna get killed in that hurricane? What is Jesus gonna do that we can't do for ourselves?
I just feel like he's the higher superior. I mean, God,
But
God
what is
the
he
higher
gonna
superior.
do that we can't do for ourselves?
He's gonna take us out of this place. This is what I believe. I just feel like he's gonna take us out of this hellhole, man. It's like everything here is like it's bad. It's like I try to help everybody as much as I can, man. It's like bro, like I try to aware people that all of this is a lie, entertainment. The people we look up to. Like I believe that this is all a lie, and even God says it. I mean, it says it in the Bible that people are gonna worship false idols. And it's like these are the people that everybody's worshiping. If you look at it, man, everybody worships freaking Kobe. I'm pretty sure they already have a statue of this dude somewhere. I don't know, but somewhere probably. And it's just like over and over again, they look up to Pop Smoke. Shit, man, I was on the game like not too long ago, and over here this kid is crying because King Von died. It's like, dude, he don't know you. It's like people.
But that's why we need to educate the parents and educate the parents need to educate the children and let them know, like, I opened up the videos talking about that. A lot of people think that these rappers don't have any influence on their life, and they do, because they influence your children, and your children influence your household. Because when they get older, you're gonna get older, and then your kids is gonna be a rapper walking around the house. His pants is gonna be sagging. He's gonna have tattoos in his face. He's gonna be toting guns and doing all these things that you don't want him doing.
Yeah.
So I appreciate the call, though, brother. Let me see if I can get another person in before we end it. So thanks a lot, bro.
All right, man. You have a good one.
People just want Jesus to come and help them. I mean, we need to help each other, man. We need to start doing something. Don't just wait for somebody else to come save us. Everybody just wants somebody to be saved. It's like, I don't need a God named Jesus to come save me, man. Yeah, Jesus is 74. It goes to show you who came up with that name. So the number is 646-986-0958. If anybody else wants to call in. Otherwise, we can probably end it. But thanks, everybody. All the key points, all the things that are important in this video are in the first 20 minutes of the video. You don't have to watch the whole hour. Once you watch the first 20 minutes, you'll educate yourself about the numbers that we speak about every day. The number 74 and the number 38. And other numbers as well, like 67, right? But thank you, everybody. Shout out to Numerical Lion. I haven't seen you in a while, brother. What's going on? Shout out to Nikki as well. Shakozy. A lot of people I haven't seen in a while, so thank you guys for joining us today. Just want to say rest in peace to Terrell Davis. And rest in peace to everybody else that died this week and this year. And all the deaths, all the coronavirus deaths as well. Those are also ritual sacrifices. Sad stuff, And one thing before we end it, they're talking about December 1st, 121, right? They're going to shut down New York again. I don't know how true this is, but all right. Our bosses, they decided not to shut down New York City, so I guess we get to go outside like good little citizens we are. But thanks everybody. You guys enjoy the rest of your Monday, and I'll be back very soon. Talk about another ritual sacrifice. This never ends.